Just a preface before the video starts. My mic is really bad, so you might hear some static throughout the video. Don't worry, nothing's wrong. Thanks and enjoy the video. John Steinbeck, a well-known and influential 20th century novel writer, was born in Salinas, California. His mother was a former school teacher, and his father was a mail manager. He grew up with 3 sisters, Esther, Beth, and Mary. When John was a young lad, he had a passion for reading and writing. This may have helped lead him to become a writer. He spent summers working on nearby ranches, and this would later influence his novel. Then he graduated from Salinas High School and went on to study English literature at Stanford University, but ended up leaving without a degree. After dropping out, he tried to make a living as a freelance writer. He also took up a job as a caretaker in Lake Tahoe. Around this time, he met and married his first wife, Carol Henning. Then, as an attempt to make money, he, Carol, and some friends started to construct mannequins. Over the following years, with her support and her money, he dedicated himself to his writing. But their business didn't make enough money, and it couldn't sustain their life in Los Angeles. So they had to move in with his parents in a small cottage in Pacific Grove, California. At his parents' house, he received free shelter and loans that allowed him to focus only on his writing without having to take up a job. Around that time, the Great Depression hit, and he and his wife had to survive on food he caught from fishing, vegetables from local gardens, and stealing food from local markets. During this time period, he also met Ed Ricketts, who would later become an influence and mentor to him, who also taught him philosophy and biology. John and Ed would sometimes take trips to the California coast to take a break from writing and collect biological specimens, which Ed would sell. Anyways, as years passed, his marriage with Carol started to suffer, and eventually they divorced. His close bond with Ed Ricketts ended after his divorce with Carol because he had to move from Pacific Grove, California. After the divorce, he married a woman by the name of Gwendolyn Conger, and they had 2 sons together, Thomas and John Steinbeck IV. John Steinbeck's writing slowly declined after moving away from Ed, and in 1948 he returned to Pacific Grove to visit Ed Ricketts in his time of dying. When he returned home, he was confronted by his wife asking for a divorce, leaving him in a depression for years to come. A year later, he met Elaine Scott, who, at the time, was working at a restaurant in Carmel, California. John began a relationship with her, and they were married a year after. Then, in 1962, he received a Nobel Prize for Literature for his realistic and imaginative writing, combining as it does sympathetic humor and keen social perception. Then, 6 years later, he died of heart disease in his home on December 20th, 1968. Well, now it's time for Fun Fact!
Number 1. One of the early drafts of Mice and Men was devoured by his dog. Number 2. John Steinbeck used 300 pencils to write East of Eden. And now for a fun fact within a fun fact. Each pencil has a capability of writing 35 miles. That means he could have written 10,500 miles. Number 3. John Steinbeck had 2 dogs. One named Aqua and one named Vita. Number 4. John Steinbeck liked to have late night snacks of chili, tuna, and crackers. And that is the last one that. Now it's time for the credits.
So that's the end of my video now, and I'm going to talk while the credits roll. So hope you guys enjoyed it and stuff. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, WHALE space FETUS space UNITED, Whale Fetus United. And make sure you guys learn stuff. I hope you guys learn stuff. And thanks for watching, class.